Gabe Nedwick with my week 4 presentation for MPA 593 professional presentation for Dr. S at California Baptist University. My presentation today will be on body language in interviews. So some of the tips for interviews, whether they're in person or online, since most stuff is online now and we'll see when that changes. Some of the tips that I would give to people, and these are tips that I've come across either before online or in books, videos, YouTube, things like that, just all over, and then also just from experience. One of the most important things is body posture. If you're slouching, it just comes across that you're not engaged in the interview or the interviewer, and you're just not really, you don't really care as much. So just being focused on sitting up straight and kind of presenting more of a professional appearance will come across better in an interview. Another tip is maintain good eye contact. And this goes for, again, an in-person interview or an online interview. Try to, if it's an online one, focus on the camera and kind of, it gives the impression that you're actually looking more directly at the person doing the interview. If you're doing like a panel interview or something like that, maintain eye contact with whoever's speaking, and if you're talking to the panel, just move the eye contact around to the other people on the panel. Another tip is be cognizant of hand motions that you're making. Don't just kind of throw your hands everywhere and move them around. Use the hand motions to kind of make a point and emphasize what you're saying and things like that, but you don't want your arms just, like I said, just flying around kind of crazy. Another tip is you want to have a more of an open posture. You don't want to close off. You don't want to have your arms crossed. You don't want to have your legs crossed. You want to be open and engaging. It just, again, gives off the impression of confidence, and it just, you present yourself a lot better if you're giving that open posture. And kind of along with the point on hand motions, also where your hand is resting on your face can obviously say a lot about what you're doing. If you're choosing or thinking, or if you're actually engaged in what's saying, or people can tell if you're lying or being deceptive based on hand motion. So again, just be careful with how your hand is around your face. It says a lot more than people think. Bonus tip, spinning chairs are the worst things ever invented for job interviews. Don't spin, don't fidget on them. And it's really easy to do. So if I go into an interview and see a spinning chair where I'm sitting, it's one more thing to pay attention to and kind of think about. And yeah, they're horrible for interviews. Anyway, that's all, and thank you all for watching. Have a great week.